for this. All right. What I want you to see is, and this is how I would like for you to view it as, again, this is a bucket and this is a bucket. All right. So what's common in the bucket? What is it? No. The A plus 2 is common. Listen to what I'm saying. Now, it's really simple, really, really simple. All right. And especially because you guys did so much work yesterday, the whole thing should be easier now. So A plus 2 is common. So if I remove A plus 2 from the bucket, what is left behind? X minus 2. That is the solution. That's how easy. All right. That's how easy. All right. Now, nope, you're pulling out the A plus 2 just like we pulled out common factors. All right, there's one A plus 2 in each factor. All right, now this one is a little bit harder to see, but if I were to multiply A plus 2 times X, I would get X times A plus 2. And if I multiply A plus 2 times negative 2, I would get negative 2 times A plus 2. So essentially you're distributing A plus 2. All right, you're distributing A plus 2. Now, be patient with me. All right, I want to look at number 2. All right, put down what you think the answer is, and then you can determine, hold on, you can determine if I did a good job. So you should have on your paper, there's a common X plus Y. And what was left behind? 3 plus A. That's how easy. All right, shh, 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 shh. Just listen. Yes. Smart to put X plus Y equals A plus 3. It's the same thing. All right, it's the same thing. It also is the same thing if I put A plus 3 over here and I put X plus Y over here. Same thing. Doesn't matter. All right. So now let's just go ahead and get this done. So number 3 is, hold up. Number 3, let's go. Tell me. That's right, X minus 3 and M plus K. Okay, Maya, go. Number 4. And then? Yes. Evan, number 5. Shh, let's just get it done. And? So far, so good. What?
X plus 13, 4x minus 7.
Wow. There we have it. Okay. Uh-oh. We got to have a thinker for number 7.
X minus 5. Is it X minus 1?
You are amazing. There's a 1 right there. Very nice. Good work. All right. Molly, go.
3x minus 5. And then 4x.
You have to remember there's a plus 1 there, or there's a 1 in front. Okay, Brennan, go.
3x minus 8.
Yep.
7x minus 2.
Simple as that. All right. Now we're in a different one. All right. We're at a different moment. All right. So that was just to show you how the factors don't just have to be a single number or a single variable. All right. Now, here's why they call it factor by grouping. You will factor by grouping when there are 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I'm telling you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, factor by grouping, put 2 sets of parentheses or a set of parentheses here. Notice where I put the other parentheses here and here. Is everybody with me on that? Everybody good? So now we have to do a GCF. What's common here? X. So then I put what? A plus B. Everybody good with that? Now, here's where everybody's got to listen to me carefully. What's common in here? But thank you very much. The leading coefficient determines whether it's a positive or a negative. So I must factor out the negative y. I'm factoring out a negative y. When I factor out a negative y, the signs change. And so what's left behind? A plus B. Now, if you have done it correctly, I need you to hear me. If you've done it correctly, these in parentheses must be the same. It's not correct if they're not the same. So technically you're factoring kind of twice here. All right. So now what is common here? A plus B, and what's left behind? X minus Y. Now, I know it sounds simple, but this really is, believe it or not, pretty hard. All right. Yeah, it's considered pretty hard. All right. I don't understand it either. And the reason I don't understand it is you're not asking me questions if you don't know something. So I'm assuming everybody's good with that explanation. It does get harder as we go down the page. All right. But we have to start baby steps. Now we're getting a little bit deeper. And if you're not getting this, by the time I get to the end, it's not going to work. All right. So here we go. Grouping these two and these two. So what's common in the first? Everyone. Y. What's left behind? What's common? -2. What's left behind? X plus 4. Now I try to tell some kids I don't even have to do it the second factoring. Why do I not have to do the second factoring?
Same thing.
Because it's always the same thing. Always. All right. So if you get the first one correct, then the second one should be correct. All right. So now what's common again? X plus 4. What's left behind? Come on now. It's really simple. Really simple. So let's take a look at number 12. All right. What is common? B. What's left behind? What's common? So A plus 7. What's common? What's left behind? Wow. Pretty impressive. All right. That's why I get frustrated with some of you finally decided to work a little bit. It would have been nice if you started working when you were in 6th grade. All right. So you got a lot of catching up to do. All right. Now you feel a little bit of confidence. Keep it up. All right. Help me with 13. What's common? X. What's left? A plus B. What's common? A positive Y. What's left? A plus B. What's common? What's left behind? Yeah, simple, simple, and simple. All right.
Would it make the problem any different if you just didn't put that positive in front of the Y?
Yes,
Okay.
because it's different now because it's all just multiplication. That means X times A plus B times Y times A plus B. And that's not what it is. It's addition. Okay, now a little bit deeper. All right, here we go. Still, how do I know it's by grouping? Because there are how many terms? 4 terms. So here we go. Grouping, grouping. Now, what's common? Be careful. 3x. There's a common 3x. What's left behind? X minus 2y. Here's my first typo. My first typo should be, this should be a Y right there. All right, I need to make myself a note, fix for next year. All right, so I'd put a Y there for me and just, now, what's common? A 2, right? Again, you need to say it's plus 2. And so then what's left behind? X minus 2y. Is everybody good on that?
Wait, question.
What?
Why do you even do the second one if you like?
Because it doesn't always work. I'm just giving it when it always works. All right. Algebra 2, they'll show you something else. All right. It gets much harder. So what is common? X minus 2y. What's left behind? 3x plus 2. Simple as that. 15. So how much is common? Oh, man, I knew there was a typo here too. Omit, cross 15 out. I can't even fix that one. Did the same thing. My secretary's typing is pathetic.
I think it's you.
Yeah, my secretary, yes. She's, I've got to fire and get a new one now.
At least you fire yourself.
All right, here we go.
That's right.
16, here we go. What's common? X squared, what's left behind? Y minus 3, what's common? What kind of 2? Negative 2. What's left behind? No. Y minus 3. It's always going to be the same. That's why I tell kids be extra careful with the first one. Be extra careful with the first one. All right. So now my final answer is beautiful. Here we go. Bless you. 17. What's common?
X squared.
What's left?
Y plus.
Yeah, thank you very much. And then what's common? What kind of 2? Positive 2. What's left? Y plus 3. Final answer. X squared plus 2. You with me, right?
Yeah.
Now, again, I'm moving down now, kind of quick. All right, which means if you're sitting there going, man, you're going a little fast, slow down. All right, you got to speak up. All right. By the time I get down to, whatever, 40 something, I expect you to be good at it. All right. And every time you just continue without asking a question, then it just gets harder and it makes it worse. So what?
How do you do?
There's a 2 right here, buddy. And there's an X squared. That's the X squared and that's the 2. All right, here we go. So looking at 18, give you 30 seconds. And I will just get the answer from someone without doing any work. And you can see how you're doing. You ready? Tell me, Logan.
X plus what? Do you want like
The final answer.
X plus 4 and then 2x squared plus.
Now, why was this one a little tricky?
Because there wasn't an extra variable.
Cubed and a square.
Well, this guy right here, is there anything common?
No.
So you have to know it comes out as a what?
1x.
Plus 1. You're doing a plus 1. So over here, that was brilliant. You factor out a 2x squared. This became x plus 4. Over here, positive 1 parentheses x plus 4. All right, if there's nothing in common, it's a 1. All right, and as you know we did it right because x plus 4 is x plus 4. All right, here we go. What's common?
4x squared.
So I have a 4x squared. What's left behind?
A 2x minus 4.
7.
Oh yeah, 7.
And then what's common?
3.
Positive 3. What's left behind?
2x plus 7.
Good. 2x minus 7.
Yeah, same thing.
All right, and then from there,
4x squared plus 3.
good. I'm listening. 8 doesn't go into 28. Right? All right, here we go. Check out 20. Give you a second. All right, come on. Everybody write it out. If you get this one right, you're in pretty good shape. You ready? All right, go.
Oh, I got 5x minus 1 and x squared plus 3.
Anybody else get that?
No.
I got x squared. Yeah.
That's what I got.
Yeah, because there was a common x squared, right? 5x minus 1, positive 3, 5x minus 1.
So I'm right.
5x minus 1 times x squared plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, moving ahead. 20 what?
I'm confused, like how you do it when it's x squared.
So let me look at this.
Like how do you know?
Okay, I'm asking you a question. You have x cubed and x squared. How many can you pull out?
2.
That's why it's x squared,
Oh,
right? And then you say what was left behind. There was a 5x. You took everything out, so there's a 1. Shh, shh, shh. You with me?
yeah.
All right. So let's try.
Wait,
Go ahead, Jolie. I'm sorry.
it's good. So when you have like the 5x or the cubed and the squared, do you just like
Take the maximum out. There are 2 x's in this bucket, and there are 3 x's in this bucket. So you can only pull 2 x's out.
oh, okay, I
That's where we
see.
got the x squared.
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
Listen, I'm trying to prevent him from being distracted. He's having hard enough time, and you're compounding the problem. Leave him alone. All right. So now on 21. All right. Parentheses. All right. So now everyone should be able to tell me what's common. X squared. What's left behind? What's common?
4.
What you have to tell me what kind of 4. Positive 4. And what's left? X plus 3. Final answer.
X plus 3.
And then,
X squared plus 4.
and I'm telling you, there's nothing I can do. All right. Nothing I can do. It doesn't get easier. All right. Little process. You recognize factoring by grouping because there's 4 terms. All right. Here we go. Jolie, you good on that now?
Yes.
Molly, you good on that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's knock out 22. Someone be brave as soon as you're done. Brennan, really? You got this? All right, I'm listening.
3x squared plus 2x plus 1.
I have no idea what you're doing.
3x squared, parentheses 2x plus 1.
Okay. I really just want the answer.
Oh,
That's why I was confused. Tell me what the answer is. I'll give you another second. And if you're done with 22, go to 23. If you're done with that, go to the next one and the next one and the next one and get the work done so you don't have any homework. All right.
yes. Wow. 2x plus 1.
2x squared. Say it again. You're mumbling. I'm not saying I didn't hear you.
2x plus 1. 3x squared plus 1.
3x squared plus 1. Is that right, guys?
Yeah.
Does it matter the order in which you say the 2x plus 1 and the 3x? No, because multiplication. All right. Is everybody happy with this?
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
I don't get the 3x squared.
Okay, come on now. All you're doing is you're looking, grouping, and talking about this bucket and this bucket. Look at the number 6 and 3. What's common? 3. Look at the x cubed and the x squared. How many can I pull?
X squared.
There you go. Let him talk. Now, what's left behind? 6 divided by 3, 2. You had 3, you took 2. Right, 2x. You took everything from 3x squared.
Oh,
Now, this is plus 1. And now, what's common here? 2x plus 1. What was left behind? 3x squared plus 1. Go ahead. Good for you, Molly. Come on.
How'd you know it was plus 1? Like how'd you get that?
Well, there's nothing else common between 2 and 1,
That's.
right? The only thing that's common is a 1. Do you agree with that?
Mhm.
All right. What?
Can you like never put an addition sign between the two?
then it would be what?
Addition.
And what is this?
It's a multiplication.
It is a multiplication. And let me explain why. If you were to distribute the 2x plus 1, you would distribute it to the 3x squared, and then you would multiply it times the 1. That's what that is.
But if you had like
I don't want but what ifs. No, no, we're not doing that. This is what we're doing. All right, continue on. All right, 23. What do we got? Go ahead. I just want the final answer.
x plus 3 and 3x squared plus 2.
Anybody else get that?
Oh, 1 second.
All right. Now, what I want to do now is
Use the 3.
what?
Use the 3.
So 24, 25, 26, those are all done by what? Grouping, factoring by grouping. How do I know? Because there are how many terms? 4. Now, how do I do 27? Just like you did what? Yesterday. On the test, they're going to be all mixed up. I'm not going to say factor by grouping. You're going to say, there are 4 terms. I must factor by grouping. If there are 3 terms, you do it what? The traditional way, 2 sets of parentheses. So here we go. What? It's not tomorrow. All right, it's next week sometime. I have to look at the test calendar. I haven't done the lesson plans yet. All right, here we go. 2 sets of parentheses. What times what's 2x squared? 2x and x. Factors of 1. 1 and 1. Both what? Smiley face, smiley face. So they're both what? They're both negative. All right, now I'm just going to scroll down the page for a minute. All right. Yeah, I don't think I made anything challenging. All right, so yeah, what I want to do now is I need to stop the video and just go ahead. I have 2 papers I need to give back. The reason why I want to give the papers back is just because you had some confusion with the factoring. You can look at your notes or whatever. All right, but if you did all of those problems yesterday, then everything below 27. Now, again, you have to, 35 is grouping, right? Grouping. All right, you have to know that 3 terms or 2 terms, it's the traditional way. Everybody with me? All right, now I don't know how much time we have left, but I'm giving you free time. I want you just like this and you work through. I'm not going to help you. The reason I'm not helping you is because I'm doing what? Putting the papers in the grade book and giving them back to you so you can look at them. All right. Anybody have any questions? All right. If you get stuck, if you want to ask a neighbor, that's fine. But listen, Jackson, you've been great for almost a week. I haven't had to say much. All right. I don't want playing around. I want good grades. And some of you finally realize, put in the time. All right. You make a good grade. It's not difficult. That's why there's 80 problems, 40 problems. It takes that much practice to get good at it. And if you do it yourself, then you'll be great at factoring. And you will dazzle people next year when you go to high school because you'll be amazed that people don't know how to factor. All right. So that being said, all right, please get to work on that. All right. Jolie, do you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So when do you get to come back, kiddo?
Tomorrow.
Oh, that's good. All right. So you can either show me your work tomorrow or we'll figure something out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. See you, kiddo. Have a nice day.
Bye. Thank you.